Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for this week's video, I'm going to give you another pregnancy update. It's been maybe a week or two since I did my last update on my pregnancy. I was 22 weeks in my last video, and tomorrow marks 25 weeks for me, which is pretty far. I'm really excited as I venture through this pregnancy. It is going super fast and I'm almost in my third trimester. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been feeling more symptoms. I've been feeling a little bit more uncomfortable with each day. So I wanted to share that with you guys and let you know how mommy and baby are doing this week. So let's go over how the baby's doing this week. So since I'm 24 weeks and 6 days today, and I don't turn 25 weeks until tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and give you some stats on baby at 24 weeks, and then also what we will see this coming week when I turn 25 weeks. Again, I use two different apps. I use the Ovia pregnancy app, and then I also use the Baby Center app. So the Ovia app I like more for tracking, adding things into my calendar, doctor's appointment. I like to track my weight in there, and each day it will give me little tidbits about how the baby is doing. The Baby Center app I like to use more for information about how the baby is growing and developing. I feel like that app gives you more information as far as that goes. I'm going to be using my Baby Center app to give you guys the stats for my baby at 24 weeks and 25 weeks. And I will link both of those apps down below if you guys are interested in using them as well. I really like them. I always click on both every single day, and I like them each for different information, but they're both really, really good for tracking your pregnancy. Okay, so for 24 weeks, some of the highlights for our baby. Our baby's eyebrows just sprouted a few weeks ago, and the baby is able to work his or her facial muscles, which is pretty cool. It's telling me that I should be watching out for signs for preterm labor, which is kind of scary. But it says call your caregiver if you have any unusual discharge, vaginal bleeding, abdominal cramping, pelvic pressure, or low back pain or leaking fluid. So as of right now, I really don't have any of those symptoms except for definitely have lower back pain. I've had that pretty much since I found out I was pregnant, and I don't really have any other symptoms. I still am feeling my contractions, but nothing that would concern me that makes me think I would be going into preterm labor right now. So right now the baby is 11 inches, 11 3/4 from head to toe, and the baby weighs about 1.25 pounds. So over 1 pound so far, and every day it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, I feel like. So officially tomorrow at 25 weeks, I'll have 15 more weeks to go, and it's getting so stinking close. But the baby at 25 weeks will be 13.5 inches long and 1.5 pounds. So getting very close to 2 pounds at this point. And the baby is about the size of a rutabaga. And the baby is filling out and will soon be able to exchange a long, lean look for some baby fat. And the wrinkled skin will be smoothed out. And the baby will start to look more and more like a newborn. The baby's growing more hair, which totally makes sense because of some of the symptoms I'm having that I'll go over in just a little bit. But yeah, I believe there's definitely some hair growing on this child. Okay, so that's the stats for how baby is doing at 24 weeks and 25 weeks. Again, the baby is moving so much. It's like I have a little acrobat in there, constantly moving, constantly wiggling, and constantly like punching me or kicking me. I don't know what it's doing in there, but it likes to move a lot. So now here are the stats for my body at 24 weeks, as I am right now, 24 weeks and 6 days, and tomorrow I'll hit the 25 mark. So for 24 weeks, it says growing uterus. My uterus has risen above my belly button and is now the size of a soccer ball. A soccer ball, which would explain probably this huge belly I have. It says your uterus compresses veins, causing blood to pool in your ankles. which I guess is what causes a lot of swelling in your ankles whenever you're pregnant, especially during the last couple of trimesters. I haven't been noticing any swelling in my ankles yet. Hopefully I won't until the very end, if at all, but I'm sure I will. It's only a matter of time. Okay, so for body symptoms or body updates at 25 weeks, it says be on the lookout for thicker hair. Your locks may be fuller and more lustrous than ever. It's not that you're growing more hair, but thanks to hormonal changes, the hair that you normally shed is sticking around longer than usual. That's so funny because after I got out of the shower today, I was like, you know, I'm not losing as much hair in the shower. I must be doing something right, be doing something good. Like, good for you, but actually that's just my baby and the hormones that's doing that. But oh well, it's still good news. Pale skin is a sign that you may have iron deficiency anemia, which is pretty common during pregnancy, and you'll be tested for it around this time. I have not been tested for that yet. I don't feel like I'm really pale or anything to worry about in that category, so I think I'm good there. And then it says, is that foot kicking in your ribs? It probably is at this point in your pregnancy. So yeah, I definitely have been feeling kicks in my ribs. I feel like with Marley, I never really felt kicks in my ribs. I always heard people talk about how the baby was kicking them in their ribs, or they were kicking them in, you know, different areas. And I feel like Marley just kind of like tickled me in there a little bit. It was never really like hard jabs or kicks or punches. Maybe every once in a while, but very, very seldom. This child is moving so much, kicking and punching me so hard. I definitely have felt kicks in the ribs or punches in the ribs, and it's not pleasant. It actually really does hurt. So speaking of that, let's go ahead and jump into my pregnancy symptoms that I've been experiencing over the last couple of weeks. So at 24 weeks and 25 weeks. The first symptom I want to talk about is it being kind of hard to breathe already. I'm finding myself out of breath pretty frequently, or like if I'm moving around the house or if I'm walking around, I can feel myself breathing pretty hard. And especially at work when I have to wear a mask all day, I struggle with it. I really struggle with it. It's hard to breathe in those masks anyway, and now that it's harder for me to breathe because I'm pregnant. Putting the two of those together hasn't been fun for me, but I'm pushing through. I'm doing what I have to do. Yeah, it's definitely getting harder for me to breathe. I feel like I'm out of breath a lot. I feel like if I talk, I get short of breath. So I'm trying to adjust to that. Another symptom that I've been experiencing over the last couple of weeks is acid reflux. Horribly. I get it like every day almost, and I've thrown up in my mouth a few times for sure. It is worse at night. I think it's okay for me to take Tums. I haven't taken any yet. I do need to do some research or call my doctor to make sure that I can take them. So I'm trying to just push through and not have to take anything, but it is getting worse, I feel like. And maybe I just need to cut back on citrusy foods. That would probably help, but it is getting really bad. And they say, I don't know if this is true, this could be a wives' tale, an old wives' tale, but they say the more acid reflux that you have, that just means the baby's got a full head of hair or is growing a lot of hair. According to the app, with the baby growing so much hair this week, it coincides, so that definitely could be true. Another symptom that I've been experiencing the last couple of weeks that I did talk about in my last video is still restless leg syndrome. It is driving me crazy. It is still happening. I guess this is what's gonna happen for the rest of my pregnancy, but it is driving me crazy. It is driving me crazy. I can't sit still. I'm so uncomfortable. I feel like I just need to move my legs. And now it's not just when I go to sleep. It's still later at night, even if I'm just sitting on the couch relaxing. I feel like I have to constantly move my legs. They're just uncomfortable. Still, putting a pillow in between my legs does help. It helped a lot more when it first started happening, but now I don't know if I'm just getting used to that or if my restless leg syndrome is getting worse, but it helps, but only temporarily. Maybe for like an hour or something, but then I wake back up and I'm tossing and turning and it just doesn't work anymore. So another symptom, or I guess, I don't know if you would call it a symptom, but something that I've been experiencing during the last couple of weeks is just I'm so uncomfortable sleeping. Aside from the restless leg syndrome, it's just not comfortable for me to sleep. I used to be a kind of side / belly sleeper, and I don't know what it is about being pregnant, but this happened to me last time I was pregnant as well. I am just only comfortable on my back. It's the only place that I can really get comfortable. And I know you're not supposed to sleep on your back because it does put a lot of pressure on your organs and that's not good, but it just seems like that's the only way that I can sleep. So I'll start off on either side and then I'll toss and turn all night long. And then when I wake up in the morning, I wake up on my back. And I don't know how long I've been like that. I hope that it's okay and it doesn't cause me any issues, but I guess it's the only way that I can get comfortable and fall asleep. So hopefully it's okay. It's just something else I'm gonna have to bring up to my doctor at my next appointment and just see what she says about that. I'm sure it's fine, but I gotta sleep, so we'll see what happens with that. I have been feeling like my belly is just so heavy already. And so a lot of times when I stand up, I feel like I have to hold up my belly. And when I do toss and turn in bed at night, sometimes I'll like hold my belly or I'll grab my belly and like turn because it's more comfortable that way. Whenever I'm tossing and turning in bed or getting up, if I don't, I do feel like I feel that round ligament pain still that I had mentioned in my last video. I don't really have that too much anymore. It's gone away for the most part, but if I get up weird or if I'm moving from side to side too fast or something, I do kind of feel something pulling in there. But it does seem like if I hold it up, it helps a little bit. So I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately. I have noticed that it is extremely hard for me to put on my socks and my shoes. Getting dressed is not an issue really right now, but bending over to put on my socks and shoes is really difficult already. It hurts. It hurts. I guess I'm gonna have to start making my way to a chair and doing it like bringing my leg up and doing it like this instead of just bending over. I'm at that point now, I suppose. Some positive pregnancy symptoms that I've been experiencing are definitely the kicks. Well, I guess the kicks are gonna be on both sides, good and bad. It definitely hurts. The baby kicks very strongly, but then again, I do love it. It is my favorite part of pregnancy is feeling all the baby kicks. So I am enjoying those, even the hard ones. I do feel like my hair is really soft and shiny. I'm one of those people who do not wash my hair every day. Here recently, I only wash it like once a week. I know that may seem extremely strange to people, but it works. I don't have to wash it every single day. I don't even have to use dry shampoo that much. I don't have to use dry shampoo until about day 4, 5, and 6. I will use dry shampoo. Still, I only have to use just a little bit and it's fine. I just recently started doing that, probably within the last like 6 months or so. And before that, I probably washed it 2 to 3 times a week, and I can just tell how much healthier and silkier my hair is. But I also think it has a lot to do with pregnancy as well. Definitely my prenatal vitamins have a lot to do with it, I'm sure. It's growing, it's healthy, it's shiny, so I'm definitely enjoying my pregnancy hair. My skin has been doing amazing this trimester and definitely over the last couple of weeks. I can tell that it's glowing, it's definitely smooth, there hasn't really been any texture or any bumps that have come up on my skin. I'm really enjoying my smooth skin and my shiny hair. I think that has a lot to do with my pregnancy as well. I'm sure that's not always going to be the case, so I'm trying to enjoy it while it lasts. So that's it for my symptoms over the last couple of weeks, the good and the bad. In this pregnancy, I'm wanting to track my weight and eat healthier and just watch how much I'm eating and what I'm eating. And I have been doing a lot better this pregnancy, but I'm still not perfect. I still dabble in things that I probably shouldn't. I probably eat a little bit more sugar than I should. I have a really large sweet tooth. So at this point, at 25 weeks, which again, I'll be tomorrow, at 25 weeks, I have gained 20 pounds, which I know for some people probably seems like a lot. And for other people, it may not seem like that much. But for me, I am perfectly comfortable with the 20 pounds that I've gained. And I'm still on track for how much I wanted to gain total. They say at this point in your pregnancy, you gain about a pound a week. So if I keep going at that rate, then I will be at 35 pounds total gained at my pregnancy when I give birth, and that's exactly where I wanted to be. I wanted to be somewhere around 30 to 35 pounds. I think a lot of my weight gain recently has been from the holidays, you know, all the extra little treats that's always around at work, at home. And so hopefully I won't gain as much after the holidays, and that will keep me right on track. But even if I gained a pound a week, I'm still right there where I wanted to be. So I'm super happy that I've been able to maintain my weight and stay on track with that. I think also a lot has to do with it. I've just been so busy. I'm constantly running around the house, doing things, working or doing school with Marley or cleaning the house or going to the grocery store or like just doing all kinds of things. So I think that has helped me a lot too, just staying motivated, staying busy and constantly moving around has helped me not gain a lot of weight either. So even though I'm not necessarily exercising every single day, I definitely get my fair share of exercise. So I think that's really helped me, and I am happy with my weight and where I am right now. Let me show you guys my bump, my 25-week bump shot. Okay guys, so that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed making this video for you. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below if you are also pregnant, and let me know what symptoms you're experiencing right now. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.